Well, it's time again for another show. The Songbirds and Troubadours, the ones you need to know, are writing their songs and singing for you, pouring out their hearts with each passing word. So sit back, relax, cause here is your host, it's Boston Chris Barnes with ETX ROCKS.
Welcome to episode 27 of Songbirds and Troubadours, presented by ETX ROCKS, where we focus on the songwriter, one of the most unheralded arms of the music industry. I'm your special guest host, Jud Hagan. I'm here with Reid Farris and Summer Emerson, both from Fort Worth, Texas. Mr. Reid, I'll start with you. Give us a little bit of background on how you got started into your music.
Well, actually, growing up, I was all about sports. I'd never had any interest in playing instruments or doing any kind of music or anything like that. And I think it was my first year in college when I was going to school out here at UT Tyler. My brother got a guitar and showed me, a couple G, C, and D chords, basic stuff. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And so I ended up getting my own guitar and, started playing from there. Just watched a bunch of YouTube videos and taught myself how to play. And, over the years, I started writing, fell in love with it.
That's good. Self-taught. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And this Summer, how'd you get started into music?
To be honest, I've always sang. I think where it really started though, like with songwriting, was I was with a fella and he passed away, and then I wrote my first song after that. And my brother was just starting out with guitar and stuff like that, so he kind of just the same thing, taught me G, E minor, C, and D, and I just kind of took it from there and kept going, and that's where I'm at now. Yeah, just love it. It's fun.
Awesome. The way this show works is both of these guys will play 5 original songs in a song swap fashion. In the middle of the show, I get the opportunity to ask each of them a couple of questions. Now, if you're a fan or a venue, tune in to the end to find out where you can follow these amazing artists. And without further ado, here's Songbirds and Troubadours, episode 27.
I'm Summer Emerson, and this is one that I wrote called Jimmy Boat. Swaying in the water down in New Orleans, I done flipped over my Jimmy Boat, swamp water queen. No, I was bobbing around, feel some fella come and catch his steam. I got me caught in Arkansas and caught in Tennessee, and the man from Colorado, what he did to me left me feeling like a lonely gypsy in some cheap motel. So come on to New Orleans and treat me well. To see you later, gator ain't become no thing until the fella with the gator boots gave me a ring. He said don't bother coming home, but I pray one day she's just like you. So grab your Jimmy Barton to some man he come a chasing for you. Chasing John George and leave me alone, and I ran in Wyoming like a buffalo. He nearly reeled me in somewhere out there by Santa Fe. And see you later, gator ain't become no thing until the fella with the gator boots gave me a ring. He said don't bother coming home, but I pray one day she's just like you. So grab your Jimmy Barton to some man he come a chasing for you. Now see you later, gator ain't become no thing until the fella with the gator boots gave me a ring. He said don't bother coming home, but I pray one day she's just like you. So grab your Jimmy Barton to some man he come a chasing for you. Grab your Jimmy Barton, girl, some man he come a looking for you. And grab that Jimmy Barton now, some man he gonna catch you blue.
had better experiences in New Orleans than I've ever had.
I've never been to New Orleans. I just really wanted to write a song about it.
I love that place, but it don't ever treat me well.
Oh gosh.
So my name's Reid Farris. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna start off with one that I wrote with my buddy Brandon Stedman in Fort Worth, and it's funny. This is our first time co-writing, and we actually sat there for maybe like 2 hours, had nothing to write about, and found this. He found this old couple of lyrics on a pizza box that, you know, kind of fit what we were thinking about doing, and so after that, that got the ball rolling. And I think about 30 minutes later, we had this song written. But this is called "The Turnaround." Hope y'all dig it.
Back to who you used to be, wearing a broken heart out there for everyone to see. Well, I see that you're tired of being all alone, so use me, and you can use me all night long. I can be your rebound, I can be your lost and found. We can get out of this town, be the shoulder when you need to let it all out. When you're breaking down, well, I'll be the turnaround. Don't overthink it much, being as bad as it seems, girl, there ain't no need to rush. Just let it be what it's gonna be. And I know that you've been crying for oh so long, but if you let go, well, it's easier than holding on. And I can be your rebound, I can be your lost and found. Be the get out of this town, be the shoulder when you need to let it all out. When you're breaking down, well, I'll be the turnaround. I can be your rebound, I can be your lost and found. Be the get out of this town, be the shoulder when you need to let it all out. I can be your rebound, and I can be your lost and found. Be the get out of this town, be the shoulder when you need to let it all out. When you're breaking down, oh, when you're breaking down, I'll be the turnaround. Yeah, I'll be the turnaround.
Jesus.
Oh man,
I love it.
thank you very much.
I love it. Who'd you write it about though?
Really, no one in
Yeah.
particular. Like, that's how like we went in. You know, just hey, we need to co-write today.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went over there and we kind of we sat there like blankly staring at each other for
Yeah.
maybe like 2
One of
hours
those.
with absolutely no ideas.
Just start plucking.
Yeah, and-
How does this?
Yeah, and so like
One of
he
those,
found that those old lyrics on the pizza box and just kind of started picking around.
Oh
with
heck
it.
yeah.
And it took us about maybe 45 minutes to write it once we got started.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's really good. I really like that.
Thank you very much.
Alright, this is another original I wrote whenever I was living out in California, and it's about the Sierra Mountains. It's called Sugar Pine Trees. I look around and all I see is all the large sugar pine trees. I got the sun peeking over the woods above the creek. I take a walk just to clear my head on the side of a mountain's edge. buffalo wheeze. Laying here, I'm wondering just how in the hell this whistling wind they carry me so far from Texas on a dream. When I left home, I was nearly dead. And out at the markets when I saw that ad, it said California's where you make those dreams, oh baby. So I packed up my duffel bag and I left with my guitar and my feathered hat and my blues. They left so fast, see a cloud of dust. I look around and all I see is all them big old sugar pine trees. The sun's peeking over the woods above the creek. I take a walk and just to clear my head on the side of a mountain's edge, and now I find myself a spot in Buffalo Weed. I may be young and I act like a fool, and I guess I'm just a little selfish too. The only thing I'm wanting is this view. Guess this is where my walking led. Now how in the hell did this whistling wind carry me so far from Texas on a dream? I look around, all I see is all them big old sugar pine trees. Sun's peeking over the woods above the creek. I'll take a walk and just to clear my head on the side of a mountain's edge, and now I find myself a spot in Buffalo Weeds, surrounding myself with my sugar pine trees. Now I'm surrounding myself with these sugar pine trees.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Like that's very, very descriptive.
Yeah.
I love songs like that. Makes me want to go to California.
Yeah, well, they locked me in a. So this is actually pretty gross. They they locked me in this cabin because I work for the Girl Scouts of Northern California, training horses for them. And they, I got sick. Everybody got sick, and I'm not going to tell you what from because it's disgusting. But maybe when I get like drunk enough, I'll tell somebody about it. But
It'll come out eventually.
it was just awful. And so we had like a quarantine area. And they had us all kinds of like drugged up and stuff. And all I had was like, we weren't allowed to do anything. And they didn't want us posting on Facebook and telling people that we were sick. It's like cabin in the woods kind of thing, I guess.
That sounds
But
terrible.
not that bad. Now that I think about it, that just sounds dirty. But so Steph and I wrote that song that just, because it was the only thing I could see was trees.
Hey, there you
It
go.
was
You
the
got a
only
good song
thing
out
that
of
was
it.
there, yeah. Oh man.
Sometimes that's what
I
it
guess
takes to get a
so,
good
yeah.
song, just being stranded somewhere, but like, I can't do anything else.
No, like a horror film.
We'll do a, this is a brand new one that I just wrote a few months ago. Kind of about that, you know, the relationship that you know, like you really want it to work out, but you know it's probably not going to,
Mm-hmm.
but you're still just kind of clinging on, hoping.
Oh God, I
you know?
understand cleanliness.
Yeah.
Believe me.
So, I guess one of my favorite ones that I've done, but this is called The Heartbreak Coming On. Well, I had this feeling I was falling in love. You don't know why, but you can't get enough. You're like a drug that keeps me hanging on, wishing that the morning won't ever come. Leave it to me to say what's on my mind, but I can't pull the words back no matter how hard I try.
won't let me in, and I won't let you go. The pain is gonna come that much, I already know. But we've got a good thing going on. Don't put out a fire, still burning strong. Ooh, I hope I'm wrong, but I feel a heartbreak coming on. You are the reason for my hope and fear, and I wish you felt the same way, my dear. If I come out burned, it's 'cause I walk straight through the fire that I wanna feel between me and you. Leave it to me to say what's on my mind, but I can't pull the words back no matter how hard I try. You won't let me in, and I won't let you go. The pain's gonna come that much, I already know. But we got a good thing going on. Don't put out a fire, still burning strong. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel heartbreak coming on. You won't let me in, and I won't let you go. The pain's gonna come that much, I already know. 'Cause you won't let me in, and I won't let you go. The pain's gonna come that much, I already know. But we've got a good thing going on. Don't put out a fire, still burning strong. I hope I'm wrong. Ooh, I hope I'm wrong, but I feel heartbreak coming on. Yeah, I feel heartbreak coming on.
Leaving me speechless, man.
Thank
Leaving
you
me
very much.
speechless. I love it.
Thank you. That one took me a while.
It's really good. That's
Thank you very
really good. It's very real.
Yes, it was definitely emotionally driven.
Oh yeah, those are the best ones though. Those are the best ones. I'm gonna do one. It's one of my newer ones, I guess too. So this is called Babyface Blues. I left a fire burning for my baby face blues. I don't know which way I'm going. What should I have to choose? See, the first man, he left me 'cause I drank more than I should. The second couldn't love me the way a real man would. He says he wants to be right by my side, but when you fall in love, you see my ass is gonna run and hide. And hot damn, this sure gets lonely for my baby face blues. You think I'm gonna get sicker in my mind, and I'm ashamed to say that I'd make a grown man cry. And when a man he courts and blows my mind, he says he wants to be right by my side. But when he falls in love, you see my ass is gonna run and hide. And how damn this sure gets lonely for my baby face blues. Hey, don't knock it till you try, 'cause I can't always do what's right. And goddamn, this sure gets lonely for my baby face blues. Goddamn, this sure gets lonely for my baby face blues.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Is that coming up on anything soon? I'd love to hear that recording.
Yeah, we're recording it. We're actually working on the CD right now. But yeah, my guitarist, he keeps trying to want to play that one, but I kind of like to do that one solo because it just, I don't know, that's one of my favorites to do solo.
Well, I like the darker melody to it.
It is. It is kind of twisted. It's a little twisted. Yeah. I think I'm good at the twisted songs.
So, I got a couple of questions. I'm gonna start with Miss Summer. Given the style of music that you're singing, that you've written here today that we've heard, what's your biggest influence musically, like either family or outside of family? What's your biggest influence for your music?
I would say I really wouldn't say that family's really a big influence on it. Honestly, it's more of life events. I want to say just things that have happened over my life that with as a singer-songwriter, like certain things that I just won't be able to talk about, or I can't talk about in general, then I can put anything in my songs. So I would say just life events,
Just life events.
Just life
whatever
events,
happens,
things
that you can't
whatever happens.
vocalize, you put to music, and it works for you.
Yeah, exactly. Anything I want to talk about in my music will, I'll try and make sure that you can know exactly
Awesome.
what I'm talking about,
Well, like one song I know that's coming up in the second half, what is that, Bloodstained Wings?
Yes.
That's a very, very deep song.
Yes.
I enjoy that. I like that song very much.
Thank you.
And you can see that the life events of, whether it's personal or not, life events can really bring out, and it can, others that may hear it can relate to that
Oh, yeah.
very much.
Absolutely.
And Mr. Reid Farris, same question. What's your biggest influence?
I'd probably say the same thing. Like you can, as a songwriter, you can always, make up stories and everything, but the realest stuff is, what you've actually felt and, experience, like stuff that you've been through, and you're like, I'm just telling what happened. It's not like I'm having to really create anything. So I think that's how you, get the best songs, is just stuff that you've been through and you're just telling people about.
Right. What's the craziest, worst, best, or whatever craziest thing that's ever happened at a live show? Something that the general public, people that see shows like this and other things, see you at venues, they don't really see a lot of the odd stuff that happens. So what's the craziest, let's start with Reid, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened at a show?
Well, there's some things that I won't talk about, but
Other than women throwing articles of clothing on the stage?
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, I mean that's happened before. Like,
lucky man.
Yeah, well,
Not always.
It depends. It's not always. You're not always on the winning end of that. But, I do remember whenever I first started playing with my band down in Austin. Our first regular gig was at this place called the Rent House, and it was in Seguin, Texas. And it was just a rent house. It was a house that I guess somebody didn't want to live in anymore, and they turned it into a bar.
Oh, wow.
And so the backyard had this little 5x5 stage, that was about that high off the ground, and it was just in the backyard. Like they turned I guess it was like a sunroom into the bar, and had bathroom and everything inside, and a kitchen, all that good stuff. And it was a local hangout, and a lot of our friends from San Marcos would come down there to play with us or watch us and everything. And there was one night where it wasn't like it wasn't super packed, but there was a couple girls that I don't even remember if I knew them or if it was a friend that had brought them. It was one of their birthdays, and so they just got tore up. Like, it was ridiculous. And luckily they had a DD, but thank God. But they, in the middle, I was doing like an acoustic break, and I was playing a couple songs while the band went to the bathroom, got a beer and all that good stuff. And they got up there on stage and like were like kind of dancing around me while like they requested some song. And one of the girls decided she wanted to sing instead of me. And so she was like bumping into me, like almost trying to like knock me out of the way so she could grab the mic and start singing. And like it got to the point where I had to like stop the song, grab her, and be like, okay, you need to get off the stage now, and just kind of like pushed her off the stage. Luckily, I wasn't gonna like shove her off or anything, but I was like, you need to get your friend out of here before I kick her out because she's really pissing me off. Sometimes you just get those.
Yeah.
Those people in the crowd that are like, no, I'm the band now. I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Honestly, I'm still pretty new within like actually doing gigs and stuff now. So finally getting to where I'm starting to get the experiences. So far, I've had a pretty easygoing crowd. But so I haven't had anything too wild. But I would say that the one thing would have had to have been somebody from the audience, same thing, jumping up, except different thing is this girl, and this wasn't even my show, they just asked me to come up as a special guest, so I went up there and I'm getting ready to just do some solo stuff, or actually Luke, Vincent had me come up, and it was at Sundown at Granada.
Okay.
And Luke was playing and Denver was playing with me, and then there was this girl, and whenever Vincent said special guest, like he was more talking about me, because I was the one playing. And then this girl, I don't exactly know why she thought we were talking about her, but she sat down at this drum kit right behind, and she just,
what?
I was pretty fresh in the scene myself, so I'm trying to keep up with freaking Denver Williams doing whatever he's doing on the guitar, and then Luke over there holding rhythm. Should basically just be standing there. So it was probably just the biggest mess I've ever seen, because you just got the drunk girl in the background. You just see like.
Well, and I feel like that's the worst issue. You have a drunk person on as a drums.
I just don't know why she thought we were talking to her to like come up there. Like, I don't even remember who she was with. Like.
That could be an MTV video.
It was ridiculous. And she was so proud of herself too afterwards, and I just remember looking around like, what the hell is going on?
She'd get off the stage, like throw drumsticks in the air and be like, I killed it.
Yeah, basically. Oh gosh.
Goodness gracious. So y'all both got CDs coming out? You said you're working on a project?
I have one that's already released, and I'm working on recording for the next one.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And you've got one coming out?
Yes, we are working on recording right now. The first demo, we're just going to send out a demo CD right now for 97.5 The Pirate. They asked us to send one in. They're going to be playing. The band name is Folked Up. So I just mainly let them, like, I'm still going by Summer Emerson. My guitarist is going to see this and be like, what the heck, Summer? But yeah, I'm still promoting just mainly as Summer Emerson, because I'm not 100% sure about Folked Up yet. But
you could have more than one project.
Oh yeah. So but we are in the process of recording right now. It's probably going to be 10 songs. We did think about doing a cover and putting a cover in there, just because I've always wanted to do it. And Joe Savage. I've talked to Joe a little bit about it, but I want to get him in to do a cover of Jackson with me. So,
nice.
And we haven't, I don't really hear people do covers of it.
Yeah.
And so that's one that we're hoping to have on the CD whenever it comes out. So.
I hope so too. That'd be awesome.
That'd be a fun one.
Neat.
I would be very excited about that one.
Y'all don't go anywhere. Right after this break, we're going to have more great original music from Reid and Summer.
Hi, this is Bridget Mina. Thanks for tuning in to the ETX ROCKS Show.
Speaking of old twisted thing, I wrote this one. I wrote this with my friend Hannah Owen. She's another singer for Fort Worth. I think you might know her.
I love Hannah.
Yeah, we were sitting on the patio. It used to be the Capitol Bar. It's the Yard now, and she had this. We were talking about prescription pills and like how veterans kind of,
Yeah.
you know, that's like, you know, it's a problem.
Mhm.
And, you know, we had this idea about an addict and just kind of the way they justify, I
Mhm.
guess, you know, what they were doing. And so she had, you know, a little 3-line chorus worked out, and then we sat there for a couple hours, wrote most of it that night, and then came back, I think, a week later and finished it up.
Is this Chemical Warfare?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yep.
I knew
Chemical
exactly
Warfare.
which one you were
So-
talking about.
So yeah, this one's Chemical
I love
Warfare.
this one.
Hope y'all
yeah.
like it. I know it's going on Hannah's next project. I believe it'll make it on mine too. I'm not really sure how that works with
It's-
co-writes and everything. Like if
it
you have
was-
to wait. But
this is gonna be good.
but yeah, I love this song. So this is by request here. So it's Chemical Warfare.
Back is hurting, I can't sleep, I need to see the man with the college degree. Keeps me skinny, tells me I'll be fine. Take along with a couple more and I head down to the liquor store. Wanna feel anything tonight. One more to get me through the day. That's just something that I say. It's a chemical warfare. Takes you up before your way. Losing your mind to set you free. And it's killing me. Phone is ringing, hit decline. I tell my friends that I'll be alright. Gonna have my own party tonight. Blue and yellow keep me sane. The red and white make me hibernate. Whatever color doesn't matter anyway. Just one more to get me through the day. That's just something that I say. It's a chemical warfare. It's you up before your way. Losing your mind to set you free. It's killing me. If you look behind the eyes and you will see the man I used to be. I used to be. Losing your mind to set you free. It's a chemical warfare. Takes you out before your way. Losing your mind to set you free. It's a chemical warfare. Takes you out before your way. Losing your mind to set you free. And it's killing me. Yeah, it's killing me. And it's killing me.
That is always gonna be one of my favorites.
That's one of mine too.
Yeah, that is a great one. She played that the first time I heard it was at Chief Records, and Joe Savage and both of us played together. And I just remember we kept looking at each other, and I was like, "She's so good." She looked at me, she was like, "She's so good," like just back and forth. But that was, and I think I got to do the same thing. With, like, I gotta play this one now because it's
I'm just gonna keep making this darker and
There you
stuff
go.
because I feel like
So
that's what we
can
did.
keep that going
whenever
all
we-
night long.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So this is actually a very sorry, I was talking to the cup apparently. This one it's about something that's not talked about enough. But it's really dark. So this song is actually about rape and sexual abuse and stuff like that, you know, and basically what it does to like the mind, you know. So let's just make this even darker and do this one, yeah. So this is one that I wrote that's called Bloodstained Wings. I'm sitting here beneath a steady water stream, my face pressed on the wall on the side of the tub, and mentally I scream. I just want to scrub away the sins that he put on me. At least I can say that I don't remember a thing. My head collapses into the palms of my hands. What hurts the most? He's made a monster out of man. There she lies, it's the angel with the blood-stained wings. And there she dies, 'cause she still feels everything. Here I sing as the angel with the blood-stained wings, and I can't speak when I think of what that man he went and took from me. Have you ever felt like you wanted to cover up? Or 10 layers of clothes, they still wouldn't be enough. And I can't tell that I can't stand to be touched, but from the bruises and the pain he's touched me too much. And there she lies, it's the angel with the blood-stained wings. There she dies, 'cause she still feels everything. And here I sing as the angel with the blood-stained wings. And I can't speak when I think of what that man he went and took from me. Permanent fingerprints he's burnt on me, all because he took this angel's innocence and he broke her wings. And there she lies, it's the angel with the blood-stained wings. And there she dies, 'cause she still feels everything. Here I sing as the angel with the blood-stained wings, 'cause I can't speak when I think of what that man he went and took from me. And here I lie, I'm the angel with the blood-stained wings. And here I'll die, I just wanna die, I still feel everything. And here I sing, say I'm your angel with the blood-stained wings. And I can't speak when I think of what that man he went and took from me. And I can't breathe, how did this happen to me? It's a really, really dark song.
That's great though.
It's one of my favorites, but it is dark. It is a very, it is, yeah.
Well, sometimes that's,
Yeah.
that's what I love about music is sometimes the dark songs are what people can relate to more, and they're like, wow.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Maybe somebody knows exactly what that's like, and like holy crap.
It's
That is
and
my
that
story.
is and it's one of my favorites. And that's what I love about singer-songwriter stuff, though, is you know, and then most of the time you get a drunk crowd, they don't even hear what you're talking about most of the time. But
Yeah, I think we've all played our
for
fair
the ones
share
that
of those kind of
do,
shows.
that's the coolest reaction that I could have got off of one of my songs, though, is to have somebody just be like, wow, like, you know, like, so.
Yeah, no, it's awesome whenever you get, you know, somebody hearing, like, especially if they don't know, you've never heard it before, and they're like,
Exactly.
you know, you play something, they're like, man, I know exactly, like, I feel like you were singing that about me.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. Like, it's
crazy.
You know.
But that's what I love about being a songwriter.
Oh, yeah.
I wrote this one. I used to, after I went to school in Tyler for a while, I transferred down to Texas State in San Marcos, and this guy that he played in the band with me for a few years, and he was kind of my songwriting partner. His name is David Silbo, and he lives in Fredericksburg now. But he was one of those guys where, you know, it's like, if I was hungover or something, I wanted to be sitting around being lazy, watch TV, he would go unplug the TV and be like, no, we need to write today, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, leave me alone, I don't want to. Like, come on, we're writing. We're writing something. I don't care
Exactly,
if it
yeah.
sucks, we're writing something. And so this is one of those, you know, he kind of forced me into this writing session, and I'm really glad he did, because this is, I think, just one of the best songs that I have, and hopefully this one's going to the next project. This is called Anything and Everything, and, you know, it's funny because whenever we wrote it, we didn't really, like, we didn't have a certain idea that we were going for. Like, it wasn't anything that I was like, hey, I want to write about this. We just kind of started writing.
Mm-hmm.
And over the years, you know, I think we wrote it probably 5 or 6 years ago. And over the years, it's gotten more and more relevant.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's kind of weird how that works.
Yeah.
You know, like,
yeah.
it's more relevant in some of my more previous relationships than it was when I wrote it. 'Cause
Exactly.
it really didn't have any meaning.
Don't you
when
love
I
how
first
that works
wrote it.
out? Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, this one's called Anything and Everything. We'll be like.
Well, I'll keep my distance if you'll keep my heart. And you seem so resistant to play your part. And all night I've been thinking you're a bad idea, but your kiss and the whiskey have brought me here. Contrary to popularity, couldn't make you fall in love with me. So old habits die hard when you're leaving me, teasing me. And we put up our guards against anything and everything. Well, I know this won't ever work out, baby, 'cause other guys catch your eye, it's driving me crazy. And all night I've been drinking to a bad idea. I toasted Jack and his brother, now can't see clear. Headed straight for a big heartache. I've only got one thing left to say. 'Cause old habits die hard when you're leaving me, teasing me. And we put up our guards against anything and everything. Well, baby, won't you please just let me habits die hard when you're leaving me, teasing me, baby. Old habits die hard when you're leaving me, teasing me. When we put up our cards, but it's still a thing, everything. But it's still a thing, everything.
Ooh, I love it.
Thank
I
you.
love it.
Thank you very much.
I like the real songs that I'm hearing from you. Those
Thanks,
are
I
awesome.
appreciate it.
You know, that's a yeah, man. Yeah.
Well, it's funny. Like I've played plenty of shows with Hannah, and whenever I first started playing that song, because I didn't play it for a long time.
Yeah.
Like it was one of those I never really liked it. I wrote it, and then I added the bridge and changed a few things up, and I had a bunch of friends who were like,
That was probably
"Where have
honestly
you
one
been?"
of my favorites.
It's like, where have you been
yeah.
playing? Like, why have you not been playing this thing?
Yeah, because
I
that
don't
is
think it's
just.
very good. They're like, that's like one of your best ones.
That's
So,
yeah, I like that one. I like
yeah.
that one. You got a
So
lot
I
of
started playing it
emotion in
again, and
too.
yeah, it's funny because Hannah could kind of see that it was it was more relevant than I realized it was.
Yeah.
She's like, "You wrote that how long ago?"
Yeah.
Like, oh, about 6 years ago.
Those
You
are
sure?
those are some of the best ones to me. Those
Yeah.
the ones that you write so far in the back, and then like you meet somebody and you're like, I might have wrote
Like,
this years
I
ago, but
already
it
wrote
was
this
about
about
you.
Yep.
All right, this one is called The Coconut Man. I wrote this about a guy out in Santa Cruz, California. I like to say I slept with him, but I didn't. But it sounds like I did in the song.
No one knows any better.
Yeah, I know, right? he said one thing to me, and he said need a lot, and you could tell that he was from Louisiana. He had this Cajun accent. I was like, oh my gosh. So, turning red talking about him. All right. So this one is called The Coconut Man. I have no idea who this guy even actually is, but you know. I met a fella from down by Louisiana when I was in Santa Cruz. Well, he was built like a solid brick house, and I was a damn tornado that tore right through. He had the dark hair and day, pretty smile. Each step he took, it felt like a mile in my mind. Oh, but he was just my type. He had 2 bare feet, a little sand in his hair, and those big brown eyes. They said, "Sugar, now darling, what are you doing here?" And before I could speak, he was so far gone, oh long ago. So that's why, darling, I call him the Coconut Man. The Coconut Man, yeah, he knows just what to do. He'll never ask for your name or your number. All he taking is a smile at you. With a sober mind in a bar, in a club, or in a hotel room. Oh Lordy, I'm telling you, baby, the Coconut Man gonna come for you. He had 2 bare feet, a little sand in his hair, and those big brown eyes. They said, "Oh sugar, now darling, what are you doing here?" And before I could speak, he was so far gone, oh long gone. And that's why, darling, I called him the Coconut Man. The Coconut Man. See, he knows just what to do. He'll never ask for your name or your number. All he taking is a smile at you. With a sober mind in a bar, in a club, or in a hotel room. Oh Lordy, I'm telling you, baby, the Coconut Man gonna come for you. With a sober mind in a bar,
coconut man.
The coconut man. I always hope that maybe like one day I'll run into that pretty dude, or like he'll hear that, and then I'll be like, "What's up?" Like nothing. Wouldn't really have too much to say to him after that. Honestly, I'd probably get real nervous and probably throw up. But you know.
Did you play that at the Legends thing?
I think you know what? I think it might have been the first week. Yeah, I think I did.
Okay. Because I knew it sounded familiar.
Yeah,
So
I did
wasn't sure
Coconut
if you
Man
played it or
and Bloodstained Wings, and I don't remember what else I did that day. Sugar Plums. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah.
not. Okay, I knew I'd heard it before.
That's one of the favorites of mine. My voice is a little raspy, so it's usually got a lot more power behind it. But
I'm gonna do it's another newer one. I wrote this a couple years ago. I used to I took a couple years off from playing to go work in the oil field.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
on a frac crew out there out in Midland, and I made the mistake of trying to start a relationship like 3 months
oh
into my
lordy,
job.
yeah.
So it's new relationships are hard anyway, especially when you're never there. And I learned the hard way. But it's like we started dating. I met her around October, I think, a few years ago, and we started talking, dating, whatever you want to call it now. And
Going steady.
yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. I don't even know. But I went out for the first hitch after it's either first or second hitch after we had started getting involved, and they told us like, all right, so we're gonna be out. We got a bunch of new wills, so we're gonna be out here for at least 90 days. Like you're not going home for 3 months.
Oh man.
Like, okay, well that's not good. So I called her, and we talked about it and everything, and after that, she was checked out. So we got a couple days off in between there. Like it was funny because it turned out that we weren't out there for 90 days. We went home after like 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
Everything it didn't
Oh,
the schedule
man.
didn't work out like it was supposed to. So we ended up just being like on a regular hitch. And so
Oh,
but she was
gosh.
already checked out.
Oh yeah.
And so it was like pulling teeth trying to talk to her. But but I got this song out of it. I wrote it out at a man camp in Midland, but it's called Never Happened.
It takes a strong kind of woman to hold the heart of men just like me. 3 weeks of nothing. 8 night calls, and I can't find no sleep. All it took was the first time. Now you won't even pick up the phone. Well, I ain't no kind of gambling. I'd be willing to bet that you were gone, but I won't share waiting on your call. I'd be better off just throwing it over my shoulder, telling myself it never happened at all. You told me you would just fall away, your heart right on out my door. God knows I can't hold a grudge. That won't help the shattered man on the floor, but I won't shed a tear to lose any sleep. telling myself it never happened at all. Yeah, I'd be better off just throwing it over my shoulder, telling myself it never happened at all.
You have that recorded?
I do not. That one should be going on the next project.
Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna. I can't. Oh gosh, that's gonna be funny. You're gonna get a call one day from her being like, "That was about me, right?"
Yeah, I don't know if she knows it's about her. Like I've seen her since then. And like we're copacetic. We don't hate each other.
Yeah.
It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
But I don't know if she's ever heard that or knows it's about her or anything.
Yeah.
Unless she's been to a show, which I'm pretty sure she hasn't.
Yeah.
Then she probably's never heard it. But
Yeah.
one of these days.
One of these days, she's gonna hear it.
Like, wait a minute, that sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
Or she's gonna watch this and be
Exactly.
like,
Oh, heck yeah, that's great though. That is a really good song.
thank you, I appreciate it.
Welcome back to episode 27 of Songbirds and Troubadours. I'm Jud Hagan, your special guest host tonight. I tell you what, it's some amazing music tonight. First and foremost, I have to say that Bloodstained Angel, I can't get that out of my head.
Bloodstained
That's
Wings.
Bloodstained Wings. I'm sorry.
Say it again.
The song Bloodstained Wings, I can't get that out of my head. It's very deep, and it is a subject matter that doesn't get talked about much. And that's one of those songs that I hope goes a long way.
Thank you.
And then the one, I want to say it was one of the first ones you did early on, the song Turn Around. Was that it?
Turn Around, yeah.
That's I had mentioned earlier, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it again. It's got a kind of a John Cougar Mellencamp feel to it. It's very old school with new. It's like old and new mixed.
I'll take that comparison.
Yeah, I liked it very much so.
Thank you.
So if people are out there looking to try to find your music, if try to buy your music, get your music, whatever, how would they go about finding it? Do you have your website, Twitter, anything like that? Go ahead, Ms. Summer, tell us.
Like I said, since we are in the process of recording, we are not selling music at the moment. I am on SoundCloud, but other than that, it's just looking up Summer Emerson. You can find me on Facebook. The band page is under my name, Summer Emerson. That's where you'll find all of the upcoming show dates and recordings, everything you're looking for. And then on Instagram, if you follow the band Folked Up, then you'll also see everything that we've got planned and going up then.
Mr. Reid, how would they get a hold of you?
For me, I've got Reid Farris, www.reidfarris.com. And then you can find me on Twitter, Instagram. I think my Instagram handle is Reid Farris Music. Twitter is @Reid Farris, and then just Reid Farris on Facebook. I've got a personal page and a music page, so either one of those you can get in contact with me.
Just friend both of them. He'll bring you back.
Friend and like, there you go.
That's right. Friend and like everything.
And we released my debut EP last year. He's got it right here on the wall. I appreciate that. And so you can get that on iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, anywhere that you can get digital music. And then obviously I got CDs at the shows, so if you have a CD player still.
yeah, have a CD player. It's got MP3 and all that other stuff. Their webpage links will be in the description below. I appreciate y'all coming out. Had a great time. Thank you each for coming all the way from Fort Worth, spending the time with us, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
I want to thank ETX ROCKS for having me out as guest host this evening, and you can follow everything they have going on at ETX ROCKS. As they always say on the show, thank you out there for always supporting live music of all genres and styles, even songwriters, and don't ever forget,
ETX rocks.
That's right.
Songbirds and troubadours, songbirds and troubadours. Well, the ETX ROCKS Show's done it again. So tune in and make new friends. You'll hear songs that you never knew. Might even learn a thing or two. Be witness
witness to a few tall tales of songwriting success or epic fails.
They'll be singing songs and a whole lot more.
Songbirds and troubadours. Songbirds and troubadours. So punch it up on YouTube and subscribe for more. Songbirds and troubadours. Where's my grilled cheese sandwiches?